Hello and welcome. Here is Mr. Ulfinator and this is my podcast. Today it is episode number 6. And please forgive me for being a little late here. It's actually Wednesday today. Usually I try to do my podcasts on every Tuesday, but I have been quite busy lately. Things have occupied me quite a bit, so it has been a little bit pushed forward and not postponed, but really kind of a little out of sync. So I hope I can get back to my routine by next week. But nevertheless, it is Wednesday right now. It is actually past midnight here in the Philippines where I am, so it's already Thursday. But no matter what, here is episode number 6 of Mr. Ulfinator podcast. The who, what, and why? Well, that's me. So what's been up lately? Well, today I would like to talk about something that it's a fear that a lot of people face. I used to do that partially, a little bit as well. We're talking about getting on camera. Being on camera, recording things like I'm doing now, this podcast, or maybe even go live like on social media, YouTube, Facebook, things like that. And this is a major hurdle for many people. To me personally, well, since I have a background as having been a touring musician, I'm used to the exposure. I'm used to being on stage. I'm used to being in the spotlight, people taking photos, taking videos, I've even performed on TV. I've been doing music in direct broadcast on radio, so not really that much a foreigner to direct live sessions. But nowadays, when we have the world and the internet and everything at our fingertips, we tend to become a little scared when we actually are about to expose ourselves online, especially with a moving media like a video, and especially in particular when it's live. A recorded session you can delete, you can do again and all over again, but really what it comes down to is being yourself. That's what it all comes down to. And that's the only way, when you go on camera, that you can stand out from the crowd, because you are unique. I am unique. Everybody is unique. And this is what differentiates people, and there's nobody who is worse or better than anyone else. There are probably people that you maybe don't enjoy listening to and watching as much as others. That's completely fair. And that's absolutely normal. That's just the way the world works, we don't enjoy company of each and every person as much as we do with other people. So it's the same here, when you go live. The reason that I talk about this camera, going live, present yourself in front of other people, being yourself, is actually also a part of the ingredient that is the reason to my delayed podcast, this episode, why I do this today. I said I've been pretty busy here lately over the last week, and that is true. And the reason, guys, is that in my online business, I'm launching something new on this coming Monday, which is 1st of June. And I think I forgot to say this is episode number 6, and it's today now, May 27th, Wednesday. Well, yeah, 28th here in Philippines, but it should have been on Tuesday 26th, but okay. So what? Anyway, here I am. Because I'm launching something new on Monday, 1st of June. And that is a new membership site for online marketers, affiliate marketers, people who would like to make money online, and people who would like to engage in a team environment where we push forward as a collective, as a group, We are pulling all our strings together and everyone benefits from the efforts by the whole community. And that is not something really unique in itself, or maybe it is partially because a lot of people talk about this. A lot of people talk about community coming together, helping each other. But how many people do actually live according to those values? And what has this to do with camera? Well, you see, this past Saturday, which was, what was it? May 23, I believe. I went live in my Facebook group, not the first time, I've been doing that many times. But I did with my first ever webinar that I have built myself. Now I have another webinar as well, which is representing another thing that I've done in the past, or not in the past, not so long time ago, but that webinar was written and composed and put together by my coach and my mentor. But this one here, up to the launch as of 1st of June, is a webinar and a presentation that I have built and made myself from the very bottom. And it represents this new membership site that I'm launching on 1st of June. It's true teamwork, and it's about how we can build our life for the future. And that's why it's also carrying the name Teamwork Future Life. That's the name of it, Teamwork Future Life. I have built this membership site also from the very scratch, from absolute zero. I had nothing but a blank Word document in front of me, something like that. And I started building with all the codes. I coded the complete system, the complete website, everything, all the ingredients that I put in place, I have done myself. And this is based on my experience from more than 20 years having been online, you know, what features I know that people want, and pitfalls that I would like that we need to avoid, that I have fallen into myself throughout those years and lost money and all that kind of stuff. So we're going to avoid that, and instead we are creating a true team environment where the whole collective pull in one and same direction and everybody benefits from those efforts. So that is pretty cool. And in order to get this message out to the world, I also need to put some webinars online. And I'm doing that. And I have built not a webinar platform, I would say, but I've built a website where I run my webinars through a streaming service, and it's working very well. The quality is excellent, the video is great, the audio is super, and everything's actually really cool. I even managed to implement a chat box so people can comment and it shows up on my screen or on my tablet or even on my phone, you know, so I can follow along and I can address people and I can reply to their questions. And I have also some CTA buttons, you know, CTA, that's call to action. For example, if people want to buy, they can click a button and they will be taken to a purchase page. So to be honest, I'm actually pretty proud of what I've achieved with that setup. And it hasn't been very costly. Well, not monetary, but in time, yes, it has taken a lot of time, and it's definitely not ready because it's going to further expand and build upon itself, because I've set up the system so it's modular, so we can plug in new features and new stuff, you know, as we go and as we grow, and we find that the system is stable and solid. So it's really, really cool. And presenting that on a webinar, and here it comes, also includes not only running through a bunch of slides, you know, but being on camera yourself, like I am with you right now. You need to be on camera yourself, because if people are going to feel any kind of relationship with you, they need to see you, they need to hear you, and they need to listen to you when you talk. You are not supposed to sound like a salesman, you know. I said earlier here in this video here, be yourself. Be yourself, because that's the only way that you can stand out from the crowd. And you know, this all started, you know, like not a year ago, 1.5 years, maybe 2 years ago, something like that, when I did not my first video, I've done videos before, but I did my very first live, and it was on Facebook. So I did a Facebook live. I remember it very, very clearly. There wasn't one single viewer, obviously, because nobody knew, and I didn't have that much traction or engagement on my posts, etc. So really, I just started, and I felt pretty comfortable pretty quick. There were a few technical glitches, that I needed to sort out, and especially with the phone and anything. But I really like it, and since then, over the last 1.5 years, 2 maybe, I'm doing lives all the time. Now also on YouTube, and I will probably do it on more platforms as well. I'm doing webinar lives, both the one that I have made myself for my Teamwork Future Life, and also the webinar that was put together by my coach. I have also done that and did some sales, so that was absolutely great. And really, guys, if you face any fear about going on camera, just remember to be yourself. Talk to the camera as you were talking to another person, because that is your true self, and that is what is making you stand out from the crowd, because you are unique, just like every other individual out there. Every person is unique and have a unique story, a unique approach, a unique sound, dialect when they talk, a unique appearance. Everything is unique, and a unique message. It doesn't always have to be, about selling stuff or trying to pitch something to people, but instead just be yourself and cool down, relax. Your English doesn't have to be perfect, As long as it's understandable, that's fine. I mean, it's great, because that's the way you talk to other people. And what is the difference really between talking to someone beside you by the table, or talking to someone on the phone, or talking to someone on a camera, like now? Yes, of course, a video can be viewed by hundreds, maybe thousands of people. Of course it can. But really, what is happening is that you are just presenting yourself as the true person you are to the masses. Those people who like that, they will align with you. Those people who don't find it appealing, they will not align with you. End of story. It's very, very simple. So the vast majority of people wanting to come on camera, and actually go live or record video or something like that, like a podcast like this, most people, they just build up scarcity and fear and overthinking. Overthinking and procrastination. That's what happens. And then you will never move forward in any way. So just cool down, chill, take it easy, take a breather. Like that, be yourself. Have a little framework, yes, a little idea in your head what you're going to talk about, so it doesn't become ramble, but have a little idea of what you're going to talk about. And it doesn't have to be 10 minutes long or 15, 20. It could be 5, it could be 2 minutes, Start there and then see what happens. And I can assure you, likelihood that you will like it or enjoy it will probably increase. Not a guarantee, obviously. I mean, some people are just not cut out for it, and that's fine. That's perfectly fine. Like I said, we are all unique. But many of you out there who never tried it before, just hesitate, and then you actually go for it. You will see it is not that difficult. All right? That's my message to you today. So here is Mr. Ulfinator signing off. Thank you for tuning in, watching my podcast episode number 6. I will try to be back on Tuesday next week, the day after my launch of Teamwork Future Life. So with that, have a good one, and bye for now.